Hi everybody, welcome to the Actors Academy. Thank you all for tuning in today. Today we're going to be talking about looks. Do looks matter when it comes to being an actor? Some people think that they either have to be these male models or female models in order to become actors or actresses. And this just isn't the case. People have this idea that if you don't look attractive at all, in your own opinion, because attractiveness, you have to remember, is very subjective. What you find as attractive, or what I find as attractive, or what our next door neighbor finds as attractive is very different. It's all very subjective. But some of us believe that if we don't look attractive in our own terms, from what we perceive, that we can't become actors. And that just isn't the case. You don't have to be someone who is a 10 on your scale of attractiveness in order to become an actor. Most actors actually don't think that they look like they're these amazing 10s as other people think. But the thing that you do have to realize is that it doesn't come down to whether or not are you attractive in your own opinion, but do you fit the part? Do you look right for the role that is being cast for? Because if you don't look right for the role that you're being cast for, it has nothing to do with attractiveness. It's just, hey, you weren't right for that part. And sometimes there will be roles, for example, that I knew this actor who went for a role and he had to play this person who was an attractive dude who was some surfer guy, to play some attractive surfer guy. He ended up not getting the part. So what he said was, oh, well, I'm just not attractive enough. I didn't get the part, so I must not be attractive because they wanted someone attractive for the part, and I auditioned for it and I didn't get it. Well, you also have to realize this point. There was probably 50 other people who auditioned for that exact same role. Does that mean that that one person who got it was attractive and all 49 other people weren't attractive? No, it doesn't make any sense at all. But this is sometimes the mindset that we go through. We think, oh, if we didn't book something, we didn't get the part, then we're not attractive. It's not that at all. There are other factors that get involved for this. One of them is you have to look like you fit the part relatively enough. If you get called in for an audition, casting already thinks, okay, you kind of look the part. But then there's other variables that get involved. Sometimes it's, hey, how much credits does this person have when they're considering you? Or they think, oh, how was this person's acting when they were in the room? How is their personality? Oh, what is their height? Are they too tall? Are they too short? Our main character is going to be 5'8". We don't want someone who's 6'3". Or it could be vice versa. Oh, we're going to have someone who's 6'3". We don't want to have someone who's 5'8". It won't work on camera. There are other variables that get involved with this process. So you have to remember that. You can't just think, oh, if I don't get the part, then I'm not attractive. It's nothing like that at all. So some things that you have to realize is the parts that you are auditioning for, do you fit those parts? One example that I like to use is for that show Riverdale, right? There's a show, there's the character Jughead in there, who's played by Cole Sprouse. Now, actors that people normally right now find attractive are people like, say, Zac Efron, Michael B. Jordan, or Charles Melton, who I believe is also on the show Riverdale. Those three actors people consider attractive, right? Could those actors have done Cole Sprouse's role? Would they have been right for the part? Because there's two different questions. Could they have done the role? Yeah, they could have done the role because they're actors, they can act, it would have been in their own way, but would they have fit the part? That's a whole different question. And the simple answer to that is no. If you're looking at the casting of why they cast Cole Sprouse in that part, they wouldn't have fit. Because Zac Efron's character, well, Zac Efron, he's a pretty buff guy. If they don't want someone who's buff to play that role that Cole Sprouse is playing, then it's going to be very hard to book the part. Zac Efron just doesn't fit it looks-wise. Doesn't mean he can't act it. Doesn't mean that Zac Efron is ugly or attractive. Doesn't mean Cole Sprouse is ugly or attractive. It just means that they wouldn't have fit the part. Another example would be Michael B. Jordan's character of Creed. Could Zac Efron have played that part? Well, Zac Efron's very attractive. He's muscular. Could he have learned how to box? Well, he could have. Could he have played the part? Yeah, he could have done it in his own way, but would he have been right for the part? No. There's some obvious reasons why he wouldn't have been right for the part. One of them being he does not at all look like he would be Creed's son. It doesn't work. So there are different factors that get involved. It doesn't have anything to do sometimes with your acting ability or your attractiveness. It just has to do whether or not you look right for the part. Zac Efron's character in Baywatch is another example. Well, if they're looking for someone who is attractive, who is muscular to fit this part, right? They chose Zac Efron, but could someone else have been muscular and attractive? Well, people think Hugh Jackman is muscular and attractive. He was Wolverine. Could he have played the part? No. He could have done it in his own way, for sure, but one factor that would have got in the way of this whole thing would have been that, well, Hugh Jackman is just a little too old for the part. There are factors. Sometimes you're too old, sometimes you're too young, sometimes you're too tall, sometimes you're too short. There's other factors that get involved, but you can't just say, oh, I'm not attractive, I'm not this, I don't look like this actor over here. It doesn't matter if you look like that actor. It only matters if you're auditioning for the part and you fit that part. Now, when you're auditioning for roles, you're going to find there's be several actors around you who could all fit into that mold looks-wise. Then it really comes down to your personality and your acting abilities. But there are roles that you can audition for that suit you. So you don't have to think, oh, I have to look like A, B, or C. You can look like yourself. You can be you because you might fit some part really, really well. Doesn't mean you can fit every part in the world, because not everyone can fit every part in the world. We just went through some characters who couldn't fit every part in the world. Zac Efron can't fit every part in the world. Michael B. Jordan can't. Cole Sprouse can't. Charles Melton can't. Hugh Jackman can't. Not every person can fit every character in the world. Doesn't mean they can't act. Doesn't mean they're not attractive. Doesn't mean they have attractiveness in their own ways. It just means that some people are better suited for certain roles. One more example would be that show The Big Bang Theory. The main character in there, Sheldon. That actor, very good actor, very talented, did great for that part, great for that role. If you were to try and put Michael B. Jordan in that part, it just wouldn't work. For the show that they were creating, for the story they were trying to tell, for what they were trying to convey, Michael B. Jordan simply would not have fit that part. Zac Efron wouldn't have fit that part. Charles Melton wouldn't. Cole Sprouse wouldn't. Now, could we think of other actors out there in the world who could have fit that part? Sure, we could think of others. But those actors that I just named off wouldn't be able to fit that part very well. Doesn't mean anything negative against them. It just means some actors can naturally fit into parts a little bit better than others. Now, there are other things that get involved. Yeah, you could have different costuming things going on. There are makeups, there's different lightings that people could do, camera angles. It's true, you could do those things, and those things could add or take away from certain aspects of yourself. But you also have to realize some people just want to hire someone who fits the part. They don't want to have to do all this work because they don't have to, because some people naturally just fit that part. So I hope that makes sense to all of you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you can be up to date with everything. Give this video a thumbs up if it helps you. I'm also going to be leaving down the 10-hour acting masterclass down in the description below and also in the comments section if you guys are interested in that. It takes 2 minutes to sign up. Hope that all makes sense to you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.